Ooh, scooting this back. All right. Wow, you've already got 1 thumbs up and 3 people. How did that happen? I literally just started it. Hey guys, I haven't seen any comments pop up yet, so I'm hoping you're actually there. It has been a long time since I've done a live stream, so I'm hoping the connection is good. If there's any issues, let me know. Hey, there's a comment. It's Pete's Nolt. I think that's correct. Hey, JJ and Dylan. Hey guys. Alright, so I tried doing this on my computer, but there seemed to be like a major lag. Hopefully there's no lag on this, but if there is, just let me know. There's nothing I can do, but it at least lets me know that you guys are a little bit behind me. Merry Christmas, guys! Oh, wow! I'm so excited. I haven't done a live stream in forever. Hey, Matthew! It's been a long time since I've seen you. Well, on a live stream. Hey, guys! Hey from North Dakota! Alright, so here's how things are gonna roll. We just hit 50,000 subscribers. That is so amazing. Hey, David. Back when we first started this, June of 2017, I did some research back then, and literally everything online said if you can hit 100 subscribers, you're doing pretty amazing. So 50,000 is just, if you had told me back then that I'd be hitting 50,000 in a couple years, I'd just be like, no way. But YouTube is definitely a different creature now than it was, back when I first started. Things are just exploding, and those of you who've been watching YouTube know this. Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm just scrolling back through comments. Merry Christmas, all you guys. And we got Black Bear Apiary. Okay. Pugview Farms. Hello from Maryland, Mississippi. And just scrolling down through. All right, and Joe, and oh wait, scrolling back up. All right, hey, Q-Trick, I haven't seen you in forever. Hey, Dale, I haven't seen you in forever either. Man, all of my original subs are coming back. That is so cool. I do try to keep track of my original subs. Sometimes they weren't always commenting a lot, but some of them definitely. Hey, Wade, good to see you again. When you guys are on videos a lot, and especially on live streams too, I tend to recognize you. Merry Christmas! I don't read, I think that's Chinese or Korean. It might be Korean. I can't tell, but I don't know what it says besides Merry Christmas. Yeah, so I tend to recognize names quite often, and obviously 50,000 people I can't really recognize. Hey Raptor, how you doing? Another original sub. Love the episode of Cole the Corn Star. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think if the circumstances had been a little different, we probably could have kicked up some really good stuff. I actually brought some gags along with me. If you saw the episode of when I went to visit the farm machinery show and play some pranks on Ryan from How Farms Work, that's kind of what I brought with me to the Coal Star farm, but don't tell Daddy Cornstar that because he was going to be the victim. All right. Toyota Kawasaki. Boy, northern Minnesota, you guys must be really cold. Yeah, thanks, Q-Trick. Oh, I was supposed to grab Sassy. He has been kind of hit or miss with being an inside kitty. He actually, it's kind of funny because, am I ready for Christmas? Not really. I was supposed to wrap some presents tonight and I haven't done that yet. Sassy, if you remember, he was always draped around my neck. In every video, he was like on top of me. But as soon as I brought him into the house, he didn't want anything to do with me. Oh, did somebody give me $5? How did I not even see that? Whoever did that, thank you. It apparently went through too fast, and shoot, I thought I had slow-mo turned on, but maybe I didn't. Why did that not pop up? Usually that does. Anyway, so yeah, Sassy actually has taken a liking to my daughter, and he just spends the evenings curled right up next to her, which she likes, but my indoor cat, Gracie, is really ornery, and she tends to terrorize him, despite being extremely overweight. So, hey, GT, good to see you. Hey, off grid. It's the camera filter that makes me look good. That's gonna be my excuse. Just need to walk around all day with this camera filter. Um, so let me see if I can go find Sassy really quick because I know he wanted to say hi to all of his fans because he loves his fans. All right, hold on 1 second. Can't even find him. He he was actually watching the live stream from my computer. He was sitting there on the table. See? Hey, Wes, how you doing? One lonely farmer. Oh, you got two hays in there. Hey, hey, you grow some hay. How is the hay going? Your original granddaddy of ag YouTube right there. For those of you guys who don't know, if you are newer to ag farming, Wes, one lonely farmer, Big Tractor Power, Ryan from How Farms Work, and Northern Farmer were the original ones that started what we have now. So if you love ag YouTube, please go thank them because if it were not for all of their hard work over the last 10 years, we wouldn't have ag YouTube right now. Just saying. Oh, my comments disappeared. Okay. Did I get a Christmas card you sent me? I actually have some mail right here, but I don't see yours. I don't know. I got mail on Friday. So there might be something that popped in on Saturday, which I guess is today. Yeah. So, yeah, you're not the old man of YouTube. You're just the grandfather, the godfather of YouTube. Yeah. Let's see. Kentucky. Thanks, Jay. Yes, syrup season. Oh, good, Wes. I'm glad you're good. Oh, thank you, David. Big congratulations on 50,000. Merry Christmas to your lovely family. God bless WTFarm Girl next year. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. Am I cold over here yet? It's actually fairly warm today. We're going to have a very warm Christmas. Kind of would be nice to have snow. I'm one of those that likes to have lots of piles of snow so that you have to fight to go travel to your family's house. But, you know, that's just growing up in Michigan. We are also still doing, I started when you're 36. Wow, really? I didn't even stop to think about the age when you started that. I mean, back then, like, social media wasn't even a thing. So yeah. Hey, Cade, good to see you. Cade's Cows, he's got a channel. It's, I think there's a link in my sidebar somewhere on my main page. He is a 15-year-old kid here in Michigan who is farming. I think he's a first generation, half generation, something like that farmer. So yeah, definitely go check him out. Did I go to the Farmer to Farmer show? That is a negative. That is a negative. I did not know about it. Nobody told me about it. So I cannot go if I do not know about it. We are still doing the syrup contest. Bottle of syrup. So those of you watching, you must count the bottles of syrup. Don't worry, I'm not going to be holding syrup up for the next hour. So no worries there. You'll probably just look at a couple times. And my cat apparently just fell in the other room. What are you doing, Sassy? Yeah. Yeah, Wes didn't get to go to the Farmer to Farmer show either. He should have. And I don't know, did anybody know if Andy Detweiler, Harmless Farmer, was there? I think he should have been like, I don't know, one of the guest speakers. Just me. I mean, the guy's like out of everybody. I think he's probably got the most to say. I have not pulled any pranks on Eric yet, but that could still come. Hey, Farmer's Life. Yeah, Egg Talk in the Raw had a great live stream. I try to watch live streams, but for some reason on my phone, it just does not let me load them. So I was trying to watch Wes's, but I think he might have deleted it right afterwards. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a Merry Christmas to me, 50,000 right before Christmas. So that was pretty good. Let's see. Mark's Motorsports and Farming Channel. Hey, how you doing? Lonely Farmer. Oh yeah, you're the most experienced. Yeah, I think they should. I think you've got a lot to say, Wes, as far as like how YouTube's changed over the years. I mean, nobody knows as much as you do on YouTube. Can you get a shout out? A Flail's Garden. You need an easier name to say because that's pretty tough. Am I ready for the fast approaching 2020 hay season? Cade's cows. Well, considering the ground's all mush right now, I think it'll be pretty good. I think the fields will do well. Hoping so. Yes, one Lonely Farmer's in the house, and now we're gonna open some mail really quick. I did cheat on the mail because I pre-cut some of the packages because sometimes it takes me a while. So we have James from Georgia. Wes's rants are awesome. Yeah. I know, so I was trying to watch the social media one, but kind of missed it. Oh, it's a thank you card. Okay. Let's see. To WTF and your family. Love your videos. Merry Christmas. God bless. James D. We've got a little note here. Yes, that is the syrup that I make. Dear WTF, cool farming videos. I am a huge fan of yours. Can I please have your autograph? God bless you and your family. James Davis. I am guessing maybe this is a kid, but I'm not sure. So if you are James, let me know if how old you are. Yeah, I know. I saw James. Yeah, I saw that he did split a tractor. He's, yeah, I mean, man, that guy's ambitious for sure. Videos of syrup production here. Let's see. Reason flatbed trucking and samurais. You guys are putting stuff in pretty quick here. Good evening. A massive hello from England and Wyoming. Okay, so we have another card. This one is from Mike P. And Mike sends me Christmas cards every year. Mike has a channel, which I really should tell him he needs to rename it because it's really hard to remember. But it's basically Mike P 7810 P or Mike P 78TO. I don't know. Anyway, if you put Mike P in there, I think it should pop up his channel. Yes, I do like Fords. I love my Ford truck. Thank you, Big Bear. Merry Christmas to you too. Anyway, so we have here's Mike. This is backwards because it's on my phone. It says, thank you for all the likes, comments, and being a subscriber. You're welcome, Mike. Oh, and there's a picture on the back. My daughter's sneaking behind. Why are you taking my headphones?
I need to borrow these for a second.
They don't work in your phone.
Yes, they do. I have a phone for them. Thanks.
I need like an extension cord on everything that teenagers take because it seems to like live in their bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mike. And now we have, well, this is creative. This is actually pretty cool. Look, somebody made a package. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Yeah, Toyotas are good. I love my Toyota too. It is still kicking it after 14 years, besides the fact that my daughter thinks it needs to kick the bucket. But it's working. Hello from Denmark. Yes, I do have kids. Okay, so we have, this is from Alan in Wisconsin. And it looks like something sharp and deadly. So let me see if I can slide this out pretty quick. Ugh. Oh my gosh, there's a couple of them in here. Man, this is, I'm telling you what, this is like the most creative packaging I've ever seen. I am terrible at wrapping presents. And this guy probably could wrap them to death. Southwest Michigan. Ugh. Okay. Yep, it almost looks like throwing stars in here. I'm gonna pull this out here. Oh, they're little ornaments and they're very sharp. Ugh. Okay, let me get these out here. They are stuck in here really good. Okay, so we have 2 little doggy ornaments for Eric's 2 dogs, Carl and Ginger, which if you didn't know are actually named after the YouTubers, Carl and Ginger, because they were his favorite husband-wife YouTubers. They're actually a kids channel YouTubers, but they're probably one of my favorite kids channel YouTubers too. Real wholesome, just good stuff. I mean, they're not fakey fake like so many of them are. Have I cooked or done anything with the raccoon yet? And that is a very good question because it is sitting out there in the garage and I have not. I skinned it out and I gutted it, which was pretty good considering that I stuck it in the freezer just straight. But it was still in pretty good shape when I pulled it out. Alright, so the last thing that was in here is a big maple leaf. This is like a wall decoration. This is pretty cool. So, oh, thank you to Alan. Very cool. Can I at least say hello to Genesee County? Hello, Genesee County. Merry Christmas from Sweden. And Florida. And Sweden. Replace the leaky pipe. Alright, so we have another strangely shaped one. And again, this one I pre-opened, so let's see what's inside of it. Okay, we have forward farming means less work, more income per acre. Now better than ever. That's pretty cool. It's a tractor sign. Oh, shoot. This was from okay, well I know somebody asked me about the tractor, but I don't. Oh wait, maybe I do. It still doesn't say who it's from. Well, that stinks. But I got the tractor. I know you asked me about it, so here's the tractor. This is going to go up in my office. Thank you. I'm going to put this back here. Here's a bottle of maple syrup. Merry Christmas from Texas. Sorry about the table. Oh, hey Mike, good to see you back here again. You know, you should change your name to something like, well, I don't think you want to change it to Skidmore considering everything that's been going on with your motorcycle crashing. It just doesn't, you get my drift? But anyway. Okay, so we have another one. Now, just by default, this one had a hole in the side, which looks like somebody chopped a hole in it. I don't know. Hey, John. From Ireland. And Christian from Spain. And this one is from Carl in Massachusetts. Hey there. Yes, Wade. Okay. So, first up, we have a tablecloth. I'm joking, it's not a tablecloth. It's a shirt. Hold on, let me see. Okay. So, this is partly what it is. And there's notes on here. An elf is peeking out? What are you talking about? There's an elf peeking out. Oh, out of the box. I thought there was like something hiding behind me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I don't have any elves in here. Now, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Oh, okay. This is a rather complicated schematic, which I'm not going to go over right this minute. Okay. I found a few websites showing how to use a 4-way lug wrench. Ooh, I'm guessing there's a lug wrench in here. Thank you, Ricky Bobby. Yes, I do still have a few calendars available, just a few. And shirts are available. There should be a link in the description to the store. But yes, I've got lots of shirts. I'm actually not, they're not here. They're made by, was it Bitflyer? Whatever it is. Anyway, they make them, they ship them out, boom, you get them. So you don't have to worry about me like having to print it off your order and take it down there. Yeah. Thank you, GT. By the way, I've got a calendar coming for you too. Oh, look at this. This is a 4-way. Just been painted. Good evening, guys. Tiny and Mike. How can I open presents without help from my son? He's actually not here right now, so. Okay. Once a guy made a board with holes in it to help hold the wrench level so he could apply more torque. With the tool, you can put a pipe on the arm to loosen most any lug nuts. Carl. So this is the schematic of what he drew. And I will go into detail on that later when I can have a clear brain and not be doing 100 things right now. But thank you. Thank you, Carl, for the shirt and the 4-way wrench. I'm not sure. Oh, Triumph twinning power. I'm guessing this is a motor. Does anybody clue me in if that's a motor? Butch Road, Bowling Green, Ohio. 4-way wrench, yep. Okay, we have a card from Carly G, 18. Ugh. Out of Massachusetts. Oh, wait, I think that's the same one. We have some birds. And it says, Merry Christmas. I hope you... Okay. Uses... Oh, I hope you find uses for the 4-way lug wrench. It is about 50 years old, and I got it from a World War II aircraft mechanic. Joe Valentine. Wow. That's very cool. So this is an original one. Then he sent a sticker. No farms, no food. Actually, this one I'm going to stick on my toolbox. I think that would be a good fit for it. What do you think? Thank you, guys. Yes, no farmers, no food. And actually, I have a no farmers, no food American gun shake. Well, what brings you this way? I haven't seen you in forever. You've been putting more videos out, but yeah. So there is a no farms, no food shirt in my shirt store. Again, the link is in the description. For all those shirts on there, there's various styles and various colors, but the thumbnail just shows a default color of black. Trying to get that changed, but it's not exactly on the top of my priority list. So if you guys are not familiar with American Gun Chick, she is the premier lady on YouTube for gun shooting. She started a couple years ago, I think just before myself, and actually Mark H was the one that introduced me to her, or Mark, you confused me with your separate name there, but yes, he was the one that pointed her out, and so I've been following her for a couple years. And yeah, unfortunately, with YouTube taking its stance against, you know, guns and that sort of stuff, it's been a lot harder for her. So definitely go check her stuff out, guys, and show her some support. Oh, what else was I gonna do? Gosh, I feel like, you know, Christmas morning and you go through and you open everything, and then the kids are done and they're just lying in a pile on the floor, and you're like, it's only been 15 minutes. Is Christmas really done? Totally joking. Yeah, I understand. Hunting season actually for deer is just about done. The 31st, the 1st is going to be done. Right now I'm gearing up to go coyote hunting. Actually, I'm going trapping because it's a little bit easier on my time schedule. So you hope it will happen though. Well, just let me know and keep me posted. We got like I said, there's a nice blind out there, and we got a heater put in it too. So yeah, so if any of you guys are trappers, I'm gonna do coyote, I'm gonna do fox, and I'm gonna do raccoon, and hopefully no bobcats, because I don't have a permit for bobcats. You have to apply, I don't know, like 6 months prior. No, I think it's by November 30th. I think you have to apply for your bobcat license, but I've got my possum pelt back there. See, it's all nice. It's very Christmassy, don't you think? I think everybody needs a possum pelt for Christmas. Just saying. Yeah. Favorite time of year coyote hunting? Yes, there's a lot of coyotes. I actually have somebody down the road. He really needed somebody to thin down their herd. So I said, well, I can come out and put some traps out and see what I can catch. So it's a little ambitious considering that I am the world's slowest animal processor. That's why I don't process deer for people because it takes me forever. Yes, Matthew, you actually can sell possum pelts. And someday I hope to become good enough at doing this to be able to tan them out and sell them. But I do the all natural brain tanning, which is gross by definition, but it produces a superior product. So I'm all about quality over smell. And then this is actually brain tanned right here. And once you brain tan it, then you go through and you smoke it. And so what the smoking does is it actually cures the hide and sets it all so that you can get it wet and just rub it out a little bit and they'll be good as new. You can actually throw them in the washing machine from what I've heard. Yeah, so I know I have a bad habit of collecting dead animals. Hello from Derbyshire, UK. Did I ever get the horse trailer fixed or am I still working on it? You know, that I love working on the horse trailer. I'm not gonna lie. But the problem is that with something like that, I like to be able to work on it and stay working on it. And it's really hard when you don't have a warm, heated place to do it because you're kind of at the mercy of the elements. And so by the time I get around to having time to work on it, it's already getting cold or starting to rain because it's fall. So like with wiring the trailer, you go through and you put your lights up there, but then you also want to go through and caulk around the outside of them just to make sure that everything's watertight. Unfortunately, you don't really want to caulk if it's below 40 degrees, and you want to make sure your connections are all solid. So it was just, the weather just kind of beats me on that one. So, hello from Ohio. You have a big bearskin rug. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I could stomach throwing a fur on the floor. I don't think I could do it. Because you put all that time and work into it and just have somebody trample on it would just be kind of like awful. I mean, blankets, bedspread, yeah, I could totally do that. So I have a fox that lives next door to me and deer in my yard and wild rabbits. And you feed your bugs every day, lettuce and green grass. Okay. Oh, Bugs Bunny. How is the chicken coop door from my son? It's doing pretty good. There were a couple of times where we had a little bit of ice during the day and I think it froze open just a little bit. But I just gave a couple little thumps on it and slid it back and forth and it was good to go. So conversely, you can also put just a little bit of overhang in front of the door, over the door, so that you don't have to worry about that, which you should have anyway, considering that, you know, most doorways should have an overhang. But yeah, just didn't get it on there yet. Merry Christmas. Hello from Brazil. Oh, Ellen, yes, thank you so much. I'm glad to see you popped in on the live stream. Just so you guys know, I'm limiting this to 1 hour because I am trying to finish up editing my video. Oh, howdy, John. I can't kill coyotes in San Diego County in California. Yeah, I know you guys are a little, you gotta go out and feed the coyotes. That's kind of more like what they prefer out there. So, have I ever been to the Shepherd Machia Maple Syrup Festival? I have not. Usually during the Maple Syrup Festival times, I'm swamped either doing maple syrup or doing hay or getting ready to do either of those. So it's just a little trickier on my time. Possibly sometime I will plan on doing it. Oh, shoot. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. Okay. So tomorrow's video, you guys got to listen up and pay attention on this one. So tomorrow's video, you guys all have to be sure to watch. I'm not sure what time it's going to release yet. I don't usually release videos on Sunday, so I'm not sure when the best time is. I don't know, maybe I'll do it like 5 o'clock on Sunday. I'm thinking it's almost done, but I got to finish it up tonight. Anyway, it's kind of I don't know if bittersweet's the right word, but it's a story of a local farm that had to make some tough decisions. and it's an interview and an auction, and I mean that's about all I can say about it. But um, yeah, it's just kind of near and dear to my heart. So you guys have to be sure to watch that, and after you watch it, pass it off to all of your friends because I'm gonna put a link in the video description for the farm. So if you guys are local and you want to help support this farm by buying their produce, you'll be able to find a way to get a hold of them. I've been a city guy for 44 years. Let me see. Nothing tastes better than maple syrup. Hey, Scott. What do I do during the winter months? And how was the transition from city life to farm? And who taught me how to operate tractors? And bonjour from the France. My French is not very good anymore, sorry. Okay, I think I'm back to this. So let me see. Who taught me how to operate tractors? That would be Eric because the farm all was his. It was his grandpa's tractor, and I think he used to do a little bit of work with it around his mom's house. So he taught me how to operate that, and then the John Deere, he taught me how to operate that, and then the New Holland, he taught me how to operate that. So pretty much, if anything got messed up, I could blame it on him because he taught me how to do it. Um, um, so yeah, let me see. What was the other question? How was the transition from city life to farm life? I mean, for me, it wasn't too bad because I tend to be very nature oriented anyway, so it was just kind of a natural fit. Syrup is not still available. I'm sorry, you have to win it in this month's giveaway, but thank you for asking. Um, so yeah, I've always been very hands-on with nature and liking stuff that's outdoors. So I think for anyone that's kind of already geared that way, it's just kind of a natural fit because farming puts you outside and you're working with nature and the land and your environment and just kind of like taking it all in. So it was a very natural progression for me, even though growing up I thought farmers were like horrible. I thought they were like just not horrible as in me, but just horrible as in I didn't want to associate with them. So hypocritical, isn't it? But that's the truth, yes. Can I make organic maple syrup? Actually, my syrup is organic. It's just not certified organic. But yes, it is all fully organic. And I really don't like to say this, but it's also vegan friendly, which um, most syrup is not vegan friendly. As crazy as that seems, because if you buy it from a store, it is not vegan friendly. That's because a lot of syrup producers cook stuff in their sap, like hot dogs and eggs and stuff like that, because it doesn't like grossly affect the flavor, just slightly does. And syrup that you buy in the stores is comes from many farms, and they just collect it all in and mix it all together and rebottle it. So ours has not been contaminated with meat, eggs, or any sort of things like that. It's all fully organic and vegan. Yes. Okay. Yes, the syrup is very good. I've had many different other syrups, maple syrups, and it doesn't compare to mine. It's because it's made with lots of love. Just like grandma's home cooking, but I'm not a grandma. It's farm girl syrup. I haven't even tried the cane syrup. You know, that was on the counter and I just had pancakes this morning, but I still have pancakes for tomorrow. So thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna try that tomorrow and I'm gonna have my daughter try it too. What giveaway? Good question. You have to count all of the bottles of maple syrup. And at the end of the video, you'll probably have to come back like in 10 minutes after the video posts and put your comment down below of how many bottles of maple syrup you've seen. And everybody gets a chance to enter in every video. And at the end of the month, all of the correct entries or all of the correct guesses go to be entered to win the bottle of maple syrup and the knife, as long as you're in the States, because I don't think I can send a knife overseas because that might be considered terrorism. I don't know. Have I thought about doing molasses? I don't think I can do molasses with maple syrup, but I don't know. Yes, so you probably will get cows again. It's just trying to figure out exactly what breed you want to get. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Chris has got a channel out there too. He was one of the first trapping guys that I found on Coon Creek Outdoors, I think it was. Yeah, so he sent me some foxes. I still have your foxes. I got it, or not foxes. coyotes? No, they were foxes. They were gray foxes. Yes. And Jemima ruined my insides. Yes, get rid of that stuff. Buy some, like, go down to your local farmer's market and buy some natural maple syrup. Yeah, that won't rot your insides. And clean it all out, especially if you drink a lot of it. Then you'll need to clean your toilets. I should see your collection of knives. Yes. Thank you, Robin. More healthier? Yes, it is. Possum jerky. Yes, Jason. I was actually thinking of making coyote jerky. I've heard that you can eat coyote, and I think it was, oh shoot, was it? I think Chris Gillen was the one that cooked bobcat up. That was kind of interesting. He's got that video on his channel, so. Yeah, I do tend to like get really flushed when I get excited, so sorry. And apparently spill my water down the front of me. What's 1973? Cane syrup? Yes, you do have to get firewood piled up for maple syrup. Am I planning to attend the National Farm Machinery Show in February? Good question. I am, and I still have to get my hotel booked yet. And I keep trying to remind myself, I'm such a procrastinator with that, but yes, raise great cows for meats. They're marbling in that beef. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's not much marbling in coyote, but it's probably kind of equivalent to deer meat, I'm gonna guess. So yeah. 1973 was when toilet paper was invented. That can't be right. I don't think that's right at all. What is my favorite tractor brand? Whatever's gonna run and not break down. Sorry, I didn't take my vitamin C this morning. I actually love the New Holland. I like any tractors. I like Blue, and I really like how New Holland is set up, but yeah. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Okay. Would I buy the 2020 Super Duty? Probably not. They're like wickedly expensive, and it would be like many years saving up my YouTube money to be able to buy one. If somebody gave me one, well, then I wouldn't complain and I'd probably drive it. But yeah. Buy tickets. Oh, Cade. No, you don't buy tickets to the farm machinery show. You just get a hotel room, and the sooner the better because they do book up fast, but you can get cheaper rooms like 20 minutes outside of the city, which is usually what I end up getting stuck doing. John Deere baby. And so then when you go to the farm machinery show, for those of you who don't know, you just pay parking fee. It's free to get into the show. You just got to pay $10 to park, and that's it. And I think they give you a pass for the day, so you can come and go. I think that's right. But anyway, you can have your mom text me too, and I can fill her in on more details or call me or whatever. So sorry, I'm like choking them. What is my recording camera? It's a Canon G7X, which it's a decent camera, but my biggest complaint is that it doesn't tend to focus very good all the time. Like if you move it suddenly, it kind of sits there for a while going, whoa, the room's spinning, which can be aggravating because if I am not looking at the screen on the back, I might not know that I'm missing my shot, which is going to be a blurred mess. So I think I will eventually get another camera, just don't know what yet. Thank you, Melber. Or Melber, yeah. I don't have a camera mic. It's just the regular mic that's on the camera. Thank you, Rayona. You're considering attending the farm machinery show this time. Well, you should go, Mark, because it's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool stuff to see there, a lot of fun people to meet. And even if it's not YouTubers you're meeting, there's just a lot of like really nice farmers to meet. You can literally just walk up and talk to anybody and have a great conversation. It's a lot of fun. I have tried GoPro. Eric had a GoPro 6, I think it was, and it was pretty good. Mike. That's probably very true. And you better be careful because you got American Gun Chick who might come after you. She's blind too. Yes, the next video will be out tomorrow afternoon. 1857 was when toilet paper was invented. Which farm show? That would be the National Farm Machinery Show in Kentucky, which is in February, usually Valentine's Day, which is a great way to make your wife feel loved. Say, see you later, honey, I'm leaving. Or just take her with you and then take her out to somewhere fancy for dinner, maybe. Or an extra fancy tractor ride. I don't know. Let's see. Hello from London. And I repeat, do not try Cody. I have a friend who'll eat anything, and he's a great cook, and he tried it and threw up. Yeah, well, I have heard people say that about raccoon too, and let me tell you, I did an awesome job cooking raccoon. It was fantastic. I'm not lying, it was really good. So I'm excited to try it again. It's a baby raccoon that I have, and he's gonna go on the smoker, the barrel house smoker. And yeah. And do I eat rats too? No, we don't really have any rats out here. I've heard guinea pig is good though. My sister's eating guinea pig. She went down to Peru and they had guinea pig. She said it was really good. I've had pet rats, but I've never eaten them. Hey, from Howard City, Michigan. You're not very far. You're actually out by Jason Bush. He's up there in oh shoot, I can't remember the name of the city. Have I cooked rabbit? I cooked rabbit once and it was decent, but I honestly liked raccoon better. Maybe it was just because I did a better job cooking it. I don't know. Yes, woodchuck I've heard is good. We actually don't have any woodchucks on the property, so I haven't been able to try that one yet. But that was the first like abnormal critter that I heard about eating was woodchuck. I have been to Canada. I've been skiing up in Canada. It was a lot of fun. How did I meet Cole the Corn Star? Cole was actually one of my subscribers for a while before he started his own YouTube channel. And then he came to me one day and asked if I could take a look at his videos and give him some advice. So I looked over his stuff and gave him some tips and some things to do. And being a smart kid that he is, he went to work and started researching like lots of different YouTube channels and what worked and what didn't work. And I mean, the kid is like wicked smart. It's just crazy. And he put it all to use, and his brain's working a million miles an hour, and he pulled it off and got it done. So, and he ended up coming to the Farm Progress show. It was the first time I actually met him and his dad. His dad was a big fan of the channel too, Daddy Corn Star, and so I ended up talking with his dad for a good portion of the day, and Cole too, and yeah, and so his dad invited me out to their farm to help them out with harvest, and that was a lot of fun. They're a real fun family, and I think most farm families are a lot of fun. But yeah, I just wish I could have stayed longer, but it was just like a wham bam done trip. Yes, Mike, he is restoring his grandfather's house, which I did get to tour. I didn't want to be rude and say, hey, can I video your house? Because that's a little creepy. But it is beautiful. I am a sucker for old houses, and there was a lot of just old woodwork and stuff in there. It's very cool. Hey, thanks, Chip. I haven't tried eating possum yet. I got to catch a good possum and look up some recipes on that one. I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to probably cook out like coon, so we'll see. Oh, Genesee is part of Flint? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, let's see. What's that movie? Roger and Me? You guys know what I'm talking about? Mike's got to know this, or Mark. Roger and Me by... Oh, shoot. More. That one videographer. But anyway, look up Roger and Me. That's a video on Flint. You really have to watch it sometime. Hey, thank you, Pablo. Have I been in Minnesota? I have not. I have not been that far north, which is kind of crazy, but I haven't. I mean, I've been to Canada, but the stateside, I haven't been that far north. Jabba the Hutt. Oh, Michael Moore. Yes, Michael Moore. Sorry, it's Michael Moore, not Roger Moore, but it's Roger and Me is the title of the documentary on Flint. Yes, I know Meredith, the farm wife. Hey, Jeffrey, good to see you. So I hope you guys are all gonna have a really great Christmas, and I hope you guys stay safe and don't drink too much and go driving for sure. So if you drink too much, just stay home and have somebody else drive you. Possum is greasy. Ah, possum pierogies. No, I didn't. I'm sure possum is greasy. Have you had any luck cooking raccoon? So what I did with cooking raccoon was I soaked it in like a vinegar brine overnight, and vinegar and water and salt and a little bit of sugar and some like peppercorns and I think a couple of bay leaves and whatever other random things I threw in. I let it soak for like 24 hours, and I think that really helped to pull the gaminess out. It was definitely pretty good. Whew. Okay, your Dixie wrapped. I don't know what a Dixie is. The lead pipes in Flint are 100 years old. I really need to make a trip out to Montana. Well, it would be really cool if I can learn to weld from leg arms. That would be like bucket list. Seriously, I am a welding addict, as much as I hate to say it, which is why I don't go out and do it because I would burn through a lot of gas. And man, welding aluminum was like the most graceful thing I'd ever done. Yeah, I mean, it was like I don't know, it was like trying to carve an egg because like at any point it could just like just come apart on you and just be done. And but it's just yeah, I do not like flux core welding. I hate it. I suck at it. It's just a big gross mess. I like my welds to be works of art, which is terrible to say for welding, I guess, but that's what it is. I am Brazilian. I don't speak English very much. I'm looking at Google Translator, okay? Okay, Pablo. Um, was your surprise going to be about the farming disaster in Michigan in the 1970s? Yes, that is correct, Mike. And we're still working on that story. There's a lot of people that are obviously not very young anymore that have to dig up articles and pictures and trying to make sure that they're still alive is a little tricky. So a lot of them have actually passed away, unfortunately. There was a society set up to remember the event and oversee it, and many of them are slowly fading off. So, Dutch's dad, what state am I from? I am from Michigan. Flint, Michigan. Oh, it's not a good place to be. Oh, okay. Maybe go to a welding class. Yeah, I've thought about that, but it's just a matter of time. Oh, okay. Mark, did I know you were in Minnesota? Okay, yeah. I'll keep that in mind if I ever get up that way, and I'll send you a message. Ah, thank you, Offgrid. I was just looking at flatbed trucking samurais. Mad cow disease. Just watched Nancy Pelosi to see the effects. Yes. I feel like I'm on a One Only Farmer live stream. Can you tell me about the disaster? I have no memory of it. Well, Raynona, I'm actually going to do a video on it. I just have to finish getting all of the resources collected. It's going to be a pretty elaborate video. Very involved. So it's going to take some time to collect everything together. There is a museum up in northern Michigan that has a section dedicated to it, but unfortunately it's closed right now. So I'm working with the museum overseer to try to track down the people that contain the things that are normally in the museum that they bring home over winter. So I picked up an Easy Flux 125 welder recently. Have you tried one yet? No. Does it do a pretty good job? You should do a video on it, Chris, so that I can see how good of a weld it does. When did Minnesota become up from Michigan? I don't know. My father is a farmer outstanding in his field. I always wanted to learn how to weld. Do I plan on getting animals on the farm? We've actually had animals on the farm, John. We've had 100 chickens. How many turkeys do we have? We only did 6 turkeys. I think I would like to try turkeys again. Unfortunately, the problem we ran into with our turkeys was that we let them get too big because we didn't have a scale. So we didn't know what point to butcher them out. They said, what did it say? Like, I think I said like 14 or 16 weeks or something. Anyway, we went to the time limit they said to go to, and they were like, the toms were like 50 pounds, and the hens were like 25. So that's a big turkey, and it's a little bit harder to cook such a large bird. And my dad ended up cooking one of the big tom turkeys and accidentally overcooked it because he was just trying out a new feature on his grill, and it cooked it a little bit too long, so it was really dry. But our chickens that we did were fantastic, and those were butchered out at a good time. And we did Cornish rock crosses, and they were really good. I would do those again in a heartbeat. But again, when you want to do stuff on a farm, you want to look at how to sell it, how to market it, and you know how much money you're going to make off of it. So I probably would run some numbers on that first before just jumping right in and just making sure it's going to pay. Let me see. Beef critters. Yes, we would get more beef cows. You tried turkeys. Yeah, they can be pretty rough. I agree there, Cade. Oh, Jason, yeah, that's probably true. Um, something. How much acreage? We have 87 acres, which at the time we thought was a massive amount, but then now that we're into it and farming it, it's just very tiny. Which I hate to say because 87 is still crazy for our area, but for buying it and not having it handed down to you, just going out and buying 87 acres is unheard of. So, but it was you just was going to turn into a land development, so that's what we decided to do was farm it and save it from the developers. Thank you, Melber. Let's see. GT, you're sick of seeing turkeys. I get you. I get you. Do I wire weld only? Yes, that's all I've ever done is wire weld. Yep. I have not stick welded or what the other, I don't know what other kinds of welding there are. Hey, Jamie, thank you. From Prince Edward Island, Canada. What do I do with the predicted hay? With the extra hay, we actually sell it to horse customers. And that's probably one of the things I need to get going again. Thank you, Edward Myers. Merry Christmas. Is getting out up to sell the hay. We had a really rough hay season this year. So hay's in very short supply and probably very high in demand. So yeah, it's probably going to go for a good price. I'm hoping. And let me see. Quail. I have not tried quail. We do have quail on the property, but I think we do. I don't know. Not very many though. I took welding in high school and college. Thank you, Mark W. TIG welding would be cool to learn. I cannot speak any words in Portuguese. I'm sorry. Do I have a glass eye? I have a glass eye on my camera lens. Hey, Bobby. Jason says you welded your whole trailer with flux wire. Well, yeah. I mean, you can do it. I mean, Eric was getting welding done with our flux welder. It's just I can't. I suck at it. It just doesn't work for me. What type of seed did we use in the field? We used orchard grass, and the brands were Tekapo, and I think the other one that I just did was Persist. I think so. Yeah, I mean, the brands that I picked, I actually had a special order. We didn't just order them from the feed mill. I wanted something that would produce maybe more winter hardy, that would produce a little bit better through the summertime and produce a greater amount. And those two supposedly were going to produce a greater amount, but they still had a lot of winter kill off and a lot of summer kill off too. So, but it could just be the field was just too dense. It probably needs, the soil is clay, so it probably needs to be fractured, is going to be my guess. Yes, we do sell the hay. Let's see. Hi, Walsh Farms. Farmable acres around me running around 6,000 per acres in Saginaw. Yeah, I mean, land around us is gone up a lot too. It's insane. As we get the flood out from Grand Rapids. Thank you, Mr. B. Merry Christmas, Arthur and Mark and Welsh Farms. Learn to stick well, and everything will be easy. Yeah, that's probably true. I probably could learn. It's a farm to learn to weld with flux core. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, good night, GT. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. And good luck with those turkeys. Alright, so don't forget, guys, the video is coming out tomorrow afternoon. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe bell, make subscribe button, and make sure your bell is on. Yeah, and make sure you check out tomorrow's video because it's definitely one that's got a good story to tell. So, Merry Christmas, Scott. Thank you, Arlene. Interesting. Orchard grass only. Have you considered overseeding a small percentage of alfalfa? Actually, Icon Mr. Sees Mr. No. I have done research on the nitrogen from alfalfa and orchard grass, and it actually, or alfalfa and clover, and it actually doesn't add nitrogen back into the soil for the grasses. The theory was that because it doesn't need nitrogen and because it produces nitrogen, that it will actually put nitrogen out. But it, the plant itself doesn't make the nitrogen. It's actually the nodules on it. It's a little bacterium that grows on the roots, and not all of them have it. So you have to have a soil that would be able to support that bacterium, first of all. And so what happens is the alfalfa feeds nutrients down into the little bacteriums, and the bacteriums produce the nitrogen in response to that, and it produces just enough for that one alfalfa plant. There's a study done in a university out in, I want to say, Utah, and this is where I researched it. I don't just I'm not a fan of word of mouth. I like to do my research, university studies, new stuff. What are people actually finding out? Because people said for years that Tylenol was safe for pregnant women, and they just now figured out, yeah, it causes miscarriages. So, I like research. I'm a big solid research person. So it's the same thing with clover. So while you can put it into your field and it will make it look greener and lusher, I think it's just an illusion to the eye because the alfalfa is obviously going to be green and lush itself. So it's not going to feed much of your field, if any. Now, if you go through and you plant alfalfa or soybeans, and then you go through and you mow it all down and disc it right down into the field, guess what that's going to do? That will add some nitrogen into your field, and that is a good way to go. That doesn't help my orchard grass right now. So ideally, what I would like to do is put manure down and let that natural organic matter just break down and feed everything, and then maybe lightly disc that in, aerate the soil so it can be breathe a little bit better and get the nutrients in there. But it all sounds good on paper, but you gotta be able to have the resources to do it too. So I lost my comments. Shoot, where'd they go? Come here, comments. Oh, there they go. You're very welcome. Sees Mr. No. Okay, yep, you can teach me how to weld it, Jason. Try the resources of SBN Farmers Business Network. Well, if the resources are university research articles that are not funded by seed companies, then sure, I certainly would. Hey, Philip, how you doing? Eating chicken fingers? Okay, Merry Christmas to you too. Nitrogen fixers. They have a different name besides nitrogen fixers, but yes. Okay. Merry Christmas, Mark. Hey, Ghost Rider. Bye, Wade. And Mr. B, Merry Christmas. David, do I ever take time for myself? My free time for myself would be skinning out animals and tanning out the furs. That would be my free time. That's like therapy for me. Just like scraping all the flesh off and making it look beautiful. And yes, I don't know. I find it very therapeutic. But only few and far between on time. Soybeans can leave 1 pound of nitrogen per bushel of yield the next year. That's probably from the residue. And actually, when you harvest your soybeans, that's another reason to disc the entire plant minus the pod back down into the soil, because that will help feed the soil for the next generation of plants. Yeah, that's true, Mr. B, about baby powder. Yeah, I know that. Gosh, that's crazy. Oh, sorry, wait. I thought you said you're going to bed. Sorry, didn't mean to boot you out the door too soon. Ah, no, the Shear Shack is not done, Raptor Crazy. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dale. How are your kids doing, by the way, Dale? They gotta be getting big by this point. How is the 7.3? The 7.3 is parked in winter storage right now because she does not like the cold. She does not like to start. So, yeah. Thank you, Cube Chick, for being on top of things. I do appreciate that. Yeah, the 7.3, I'd have to do some research on how to get her modernized for winter driving. You know, it's kind of funny because when we got the truck, I told Eric, I'm like, I'm never going to drive that thing. I hate trucks, and I'm not going to drive that. That is absurdly big. And I got stuck driving it. Just kind of like I said, I wasn't going to farm on the tractor, and I got stuck doing that too. But, yeah, so when we first got the truck, like, nobody in our town had big trucks. It wasn't a thing. And I joked, I said, growing up as a kid, like, there's so many, like, hicks that had big giant trucks at the high school, and nobody around here does. Well, fast forward a couple years later, they are everywhere now. So I think people really dug the look of the big Ford and set off to create their own. Black heater, either injection. It's got a plug. It's got a plug so you can plug it in, but it still doesn't like to start very good. No, my teeth weren't perfect. I had an appliance when I was a kid, but I never had to have braces. So yeah, it's pretty good. I have not tried the cayenne pepper yet. I have not had a chance. I'm sorry, Martin, but good to see you. Should try arc oil additive. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know if it has winter diesel in it. I might have to put some tractor diesel into it to make sure that it does okay for winter. Because there's no insurance on it right now, so it's not like you just drive it down the road to fill her up. But yeah. Let's see. How much venison we put in the freezer this year? Eric did get a deer, but I think he turned most of it into jerky. And I think I've got a little bit of it in the freezer, but we've got so much beef, it was just kind of like, well, you know, you gotta find somewhere to put it. So, it could be. See if they work with a test light. Yeah, I'd have to do some research on that. Farmington, Minnesota high school is truck country. I don't believe it. Your Duramax starts at -15, but your Duramax isn't a diesel, is it? Diesels are a little touchier on that. Slap a good behind the cab stack on it. Oh yeah, we've seen a couple of those out here too. You have to cycle glow plugs 2 times and give it half throttle. On the truck? I don't know if they can do a half throttle on the truck. On the tractor, you can. Oh, what? Don't put dyed diesel in the truck. Why? Wait. Hey, David. Oh, Duramax diesel 2003 vintage. Huh. All the want-to-be farmers go there. Go where? Duramax is a GM diesel. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Duramax when it's cold. Hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas. How is the weather out there? The weather up here is actually fairly warm. It's going to be, I think, like 40 tomorrow, and then it's going to dip back down into the upper 30s later this week. The snow is pretty much melting. I saw a combine creeping around out out there a little while ago, so they're trying to get more of the crops harvested, but there's still a lot to go. I know red is illegal on street trucks, but I mean, I gotta get some winter diesel into it somehow or it's gonna gel up. Unless there's something else I should stick in it. I don't know. Maybe I should research that somewhere. But yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really drive on the highway with it, but I'm just driving local roads. Down to the school and back. They can stick my tank. Big fines, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call this a night because I have video editing to finish up. And even though, yes, it does have farm plates, which might be a dead giveaway to try to stick it, probably. Thank you, Cade. Yeah, so I don't do very good stay up late to video edit. I know Cole can stay up till all the wee hours of the night, but he's a lot younger than me. I can no longer do that. I like start crashing at like 9 o'clock and my brain just kind of goes fluffy. So that's why I get up 5 a.m. and my brain is just like, I don't know, it's the only thing I can do that early in the morning. It's just video edit. Just like, so thank you, Wash Farms. Good to see you. Thank you, Jason. I'll let him know. Thank you, Scott. All right, guys, don't forget, hit the like button on your way out and be sure to check back tomorrow afternoon for the video we have. Thank you again, Q-Trick, for all of your help moderating. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.